another edition of We're Going to the Movies. This time talking about The Hateful Eight. I'm about to push the button, let it play in the background.
Please, because this movie was off the chain.
Let us go ahead and get up to our glam squad. Michelle,
Hey,
you might want to get in here. I don't think nobody can see you. There you go.
Face, love, hair, and hair grease. Christopher Dean Salon and Spa. Check me out. Christopher Dean Salon
All right,
and
that's
Spa.
enough sponsoring. All right. This is about movies now. She is out of control. We got our 8th installment of Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight. And this movie is pretty much like Clue meets Pulp Fiction with Kill Bill in between this, because there's some killing, of course there's some killing because, you know, murder is afoot. I'm your host, Tania Lynette Harris, and this is my cousin,
Lamar.
He's getting better, y'all. Okay, it's
slowly
slowly but surely. We can't work too much out of that one. What'd you think of Hateful Eight?
Oh God, it's so much of what I thought about it. For starters, not a real big Quentin Tarantino fan, but you know she is. So it's just his movies is like one of those things where you always have to watch them at least 3 or 4 times because he be all over the place with his movies. It's like he in one spot of the corner, then he in the next. But as far as the movie with Samuel Jackson, of course, was one of the stars, and
yeah, Kurt Russell, Tim Roth. It's just a lot.
It's a lot of people in this one. FYI, parents out there, if you have a child that may try to sneak and watch this, don't let your cat, your dog, your children watch this, because this is really, really like rated R.
It's a lot of cursing. It's a lot of cursing.
Nasty talk too. It's kind of almost soft porn in certain sense, but it was a really decent movie. Like I really enjoyed it. The dialogue in it was good, of course. Like always with Quentin Tarantino, his dialogue is always
that's why I love Quentin Tarantino movies, because he has great dialogue in there. There's literally a conversation where Samuel Jackson has to like poke at this one of the characters in the movie, and not to spoil too much. Screw that, we're gonna spoil this movie. But he has to, you know, kill somebody, and he wants to kill this person because he was racist and he did not like them, so he has to antagonize them.
Back in like 30-ish.
It's during the Lincoln time.
Lincoln times, you know.
I love the fact that they wrote a story to try to do that from the 30s. Oh, he's trying to get me to know history. I ain't about to do all that. You gotta Google it. Yeah, you better over there Googling that. I don't know why we're talking about presidents. There's actually some pretty decent moments in this movie that I really, really enjoyed. Like I said, I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan. The one thing I will say I did not like about The Hateful Eight is the
1865. I wasn't nowhere near thought about. People that need to know that.
1865 what?
Lincoln.
What about?
That's when you can find. This is where this movie was kind of set at 1865 because Lincoln was president, of course. So there you have it.
Thank you.
I mean, I just thought people should know a little something. We're movie reviewing it.
I didn't care. I didn't think anybody else cared.
See, it was a lot of blood, guts, and people getting their heads blown off to capacity.
Animated head blowing off. It's not even like serious head blowing off.
Get shot with an AK-47 and the whole head goes splatter.
Well, that's what makes his all animated, because you know it's not real. Don't nobody get their head blown up unless it's a shotgun, and 90% of people don't even play it.
First gun, and people's heads were getting blown.
That's what makes it so cool. That's what I loved about Quentin Tarantino, is that he'll do something off the wall like that. Anytime he makes a movie, there's just blood everywhere, just spraying for no reason. Hello, Kill Bill.
I really didn't like Kill Bill.
Get out of that chair. Just get out of that chair. Get out of my life. Disassociate your last name.
Kill Bill was.
What's your favorite moments?
My favorite moment.
Our favorite moments from Hateful Eight. Go.
Favorite moment from Hateful Eight.
I personally love that Kurt Russell, out of all the people who should have been paranoid in this particular movie, was the only one truly paranoid. Like, he didn't trust nobody.
Right. What's the black chick in this movie?
Maggie. The lady that owned the place.
Now, this is a trip. Now, the whole time you watching this movie, you will honestly think that Maggie was a white woman, but in the movie, she was obviously black, you know. But she had a maid, and my favorite moment in the movie was when the maid was trying to get the candy jar down, and they blew her whole body apart, like into pieces, like. So that was just like
candy part apart.
I just thought that was it was mean and evil spirited, but at the same time it was like, damn, you could have spared the maid's life. She didn't do anything to deserve to die. It was like
Maggie didn't deserve to die. She was being all nice to them.
Maggie was ratchet. She was running her mouth.
She was a really big thought for a black woman.
That's one of them people that will get a bullet in you, keep running your goddamn mouth, and that's what she kept doing.
There was nothing. I can't talk to him. He ain't a Quentin Tarantino fan. He don't understand his life. And then I got to bring up the fact that I actually saw an interview with a lot of people thinking that Quentin Tarantino is racist and all the rest of this wonderful good stuff. And I love how Samuel L. Jackson really honed it in, saying that, you know, every role that Quentin has ever given him, you know, he's either been, for the Hateful Eight, he was the smartest black person. YouTube, boo-boo. Everything's on YouTube.
See, every time I ask her something, I
shout out to YouTube. What is it? Django Unchained. He was supposed to be a slave, but he ran the plantation. Not
and why all his movies gotta have a plantation? Like, what's up with that?
He's just been doing period pieces. Ain't no other place have one except the 2 movies. His 2 last movies was the only 2 that had it in there.
So over the whole race slavery card, you know, it's just like done and over with. I mean, we go through that in life enough, and then we see it on film, and it's like, here we go again, you know.
Time out. Okay, yes. So one thing that I didn't, because I had the paper in my hands.
FYI.
All right, so the one thing that I did not like about this one is how he could have left it a little bit more mysterious, but he gave it away when he was trying to explain, like all the intermissions he kept doing. He liked to explain a bunch of stuff.
He talked too much. I want to know if he talked too much in real life. You think he talked too much in real life?
He's a genius, so I think so.
You call this genius?
Quentin Tarantino is an actual genius. Like, he is, I think, somebody said like 10 points shy of, what's the smartest guy? You are kind of, you know, the computer guy. I can't remember his name. They also made a movie about him, too. Somebody else. Big Bang Theory is always talking.
That because I don't believe that shit.
Yes, he is a genius.
It's not genius. I could have wrote that. You know, my baby sister could have wrote that. Shit, hell, my dog Sasha could have wrote that. You know.
First of all, you couldn't have wrote it like that. You couldn't have shot her like that. I'm about to just stab you in your testicles. Ooh, see, this is why I want to go. This is why Quentin understands me, because I feel like people just talk about like that. What did you actually like about the movie?
I mean, the movie was great. Like, I mean, I really think the movie was great. I like the way it was shot. But the other favorite part that I really liked was when the man came in from out the cold. What is his name?
Oh, yeah, when Obi, the guy who was, you know, driving the carriage, Obi came in and he was out there freezing, cussing Kurt Russell out.
Froze his ass off. And when he walked in, he fell to the floor because he was froze, literally.
It's just
he thawed out just a little bit. And then he runs over to the wall and grabs this huge, like, grizzly bear that they just slaughtered. I don't even think it was finished, gutted out because it was. It
was a blanket. That's why he grabbed it, because he was freezing. Alrighty. Phone's ringing. Ooh.
Here she goes with her notes. We're going to be on this all day.
We are not, because I think we just covered everything.
You think?
Yes.
I think we covered more than what we should have covered.
All right. So
but this movie was awesome, though, people. But just keep your animals and babies away from it. You really will enjoy this movie.
Hey, watch it yourself. If you are a Quentin Tarantino fan, I personally believe you'll love this. There's a little bit of mystery in there, but not too much. Because like I said, Quentin kind of ruined it explaining certain scenes of the movie that I felt like he just didn't need to explain. If he would have just let it explain it after a certain something happened, it would have worked out a whole lot better. But other than that, I love it to death. Can't wait to own it. Gonna get it on Black Friday because, you know, that's my holiday. So I give Hateful Eight 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up for me.
Finally, we agree on a movie. The next movie that we're gonna agree on is Point Break,
which was pointless.
Stay tuned for that. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe here to Red to Green Light videos.
Oh, God.
If you've seen Hateful Eight, comment below. Let us know what you thought about the movie. See if you agree with us, didn't agree with us. And if you like what we just got finished doing, you know, check out the next one.
Peace.
Deuces.
And hair grease. Christopher Christopher Dean Salon and Spa.
Let's take it to the third level, where music isn't everything, it's the only thing.
It's like the rain keeps falling on my window pane. No sunshine.